of ballots that will be audited in the next couple of days by our counties. We were here just a few weeks ago following the November general election in preparation for our statewide risk limiting audit of the Secretary of State's contest. That was a few weeks ago at this point. Our counties did a fantastic job. All 159 of them finished that audit in just a couple of days, and it confirmed the outcome of the Secretary of State's contest. And we are trying, as part of a statewide effort, we are doing our very best to create a culture of auditing in this state. And I think we've done a really good job dating back especially to 2020, since we have a paper ballot voting system. We did a risk limiting audit following that election that included the counting of all ballots in the 2020 general election presidential contest. And then we did another audit just a few weeks ago for the Secretary of State's contest. And now we're about to do this audit here. I do want to note a couple of the differences between this audit that we're about to conduct and the audit that was conducted a few weeks ago. So the one that was a few weeks ago was a statewide risk limiting audit that was mandated by law. This audit is not mandated by law. Instead, it was recommended by members of the State Elections Board and fully supported by myself and the Secretary of State to be conducted following this runoff. I am proud to say that we have had 137 counties, so 137 counties opt to participate in this audit. I think that is indicative that we are successfully building that culture of auditing in our state, of counties seeing the value in conducting audits and showing that the ballots and the machine results do show true and accurate counts. And so I'm very happy to say we have 137 counties that over the course of the next couple of days will be participating in this audit. This will not be by definition of risk limiting audit, this will not be a risk limiting audit. This audit is going to look a little bit more like what we've referred to in the past as a traditional audit, where every county in the state will have randomly selected through the Arlo system at least 2 batches to audit. One batch will be pulled from Election Day in advance voting, so it will be BMD ballots, and one batch will be pulled from absentee and provisional batches. And so every county in the state is almost guaranteed to audit at least one BMD batch and one hand-marked paper batch. And in the event that those 2 batches are selected and it still does not reach 2% of the total number of ballots cast in that county, Arlo will continue selecting batches until every county is auditing at least 2% of their batches. This looks a whole lot more like a traditional audit that other states do, where a certain percentage of the precincts of the ballots are audited, and that's what we're going to do in this election. Since this audit was not mandated by law and we don't quite have full participation, it was not possible for us to do a risk limiting audit. But still, this is part of building that culture of auditing in our state. That's what we're doing, and I'm very, very proud that we have 137 counties participating. And then the other counties that either couldn't participate or chose not to participate, there were various reasons for them opting out there. All right, so that's enough of me talking. What we're about to do is get to the dice rolling over here. I do want to introduce Jenny Vanderoost from Voting Works. She is here from Voting Works, our partner, who they've helped us through multiple audits at this point. They're great partners. She is displaying up on this TV monitor the Arlo system. Arlo is the auditing system that we use here in Georgia and that other states and jurisdictions use also. Counties have been working all day yesterday and over the weekend and today to be able to upload into Arlo their ballot manifest. The ballot manifests include the batches and number of ballots in each batch. They've been uploading those today, and what we're about to do is roll 20 10-sided dice to put a random number into the random number generator, and then that will kick off the process a little bit later today of selecting the random batches that counties will be auditing. One thing I want to note also is on our website, on the Elections Division homepage, if you scroll to the bottom, you'll be able to get a list of the dates, times, and locations of the counties that are participating and the addresses for where they'll be holding their audits. All right, at this point, I'm going to grab the 10. If at any point, because I'm not sure we have 20 names in here, you decide that you want to throw your name in here, you're welcome to come up and grab a sheet of paper, put your name down, and then throw it in the 10. But we'll go ahead and get started. So when I call your name, please come up here, take one of these 20-sided dice, and then roll it that way. And then Jenny is going to, I'll call out the number, and Jenny's going to start recording. All right, so first person, Stephen Murray. We did have somebody go viral from this a few weeks ago, so you never know. All right. That was 3. Zachary LaRoche. I'll go ahead and draw the next name so the next person will be getting ready. 2. Jesse Harris. 2 was that number. Stephen Ellis. Another 2. George Balbona. Does that count? 1. Sarah Gazelle. All right, next is Basu Aburaman. 5. And what was the number before that? 3, okay. Mike Hassinger. That was Mike Hassinger again, so only go once. Cindy Battles.
I don't want anybody seeing my butt.
Rebecca Englund. 4. Sophia Q. Another 4. Diana Brooks.
2.
All right, now we're starting the rotation over. 1. Sophia Q again. Mike Hassinger again.
Another 1.
Diana Brooks again. How many is that? Okay. Cindy Battles again. Basu Aburaman again. Jesse Harris again. Okay. Sarah Gazelle again. One more? Okay, one more. Stephen Murray again. All right, you got the whole number and I'll read it out. Okay, so just start from up here?
Yeah.
That way. Okay, so the whole 20-digit number, 322-183-5-244-211-3897-412.
Look it on the screen.
All right, so we got the 20-digit number up here on the screen into Arlo. And then a little bit later, we'll do the random selection of ballots through the batches through the Arlo system. Counties will be able to go in and get their retrieval list for the audit. So at this point, that is all of the regularly scheduled events, but I'm happy to take questions. Yeah. So a big reason why we audit is we want to improve confidence or enhance confidence in the results of the election. We want people to see that their county election officials are going the extra mile to be able to hand count the batches of ballots that are selected, and then those hand counts can be compared and will be compared against the machine results through the Arlo system. So when this is all over, we'll have a report that's on our website, just like we do for the general election, where somebody can go, they can see this is what the machine count got, this is what the hand audit got, and they can see the machines counted accurately.
So there's no risk in it. It's mostly just comparing the numbers and seeing how close the hand count is to the machine count in the hope that if they're the same, that's all that's the belief that the machine count is correct.
Correct. And another good part of this is the process from the county's perspective is the exact same that they went through in November. So this is getting them additional repetition, additional reps, additional practice in conducting audits. Again, it's part of building that culture across the state of conducting audits. And so that's there's a significant reason to do this. And then the reason for not doing the risk limiting audit is because without 159 counties participating in it, we can't really do that. And so we're doing the more traditional style audit. So if the numbers don't match, then the counties will investigate the discrepancies. And then, of course, anytime we do hand counts, there could be minor discrepancies that could be chalked up to human error. If a county counts a batch of 5,000 or off by one, then they might decide, hey, that's human error. But certainly, one of the great things about audits is it can reveal discrepancies if they exist and allow the counties to investigate them and correct them. Correct. So the only audits that are mandated in code right now are following even year general elections. So with this being followed, with this following a runoff, it's not mandated, but we did have 137 counties that opted into doing this one, and I think that's a really good number. So I think one of the things that we try to do with audits is we try to be completely transparent about what we're doing. That's part of this process here. That's part of the counties inviting public into seeing their audits. And so an audit in and of itself, by definition, is risk limiting. Now, obviously, there's the term risk limiting audit that speaks to a specific type of process. But even this type of audit here, and to some degree, does in fact limit risk. And so part of what we're trying to do, again, is build that culture of auditing. We want to be completely transparent about what we're doing and let voters themselves make decisions about whether or not what we do improves their confidence in the process. We hope it does. And in the feedback that we've gotten from the auditing that we've done, we've seen that it's been positively received by counties and by voters. And so we're going to continue to audit and, of course, continue to work with Jenny and her team to stay up to date in the field of auditing to try to make sure that we're staying on the leading edge as best we can. So I don't want to go into those right now, but I'll take any questions about the audit that anybody has. All right, thank y'all very much.